New details today on those 6 men who we're told planned to launch a deadly assault on a U.S. military base. Fox News has learned that the 3 brothers are from Yugoslavia, in this country illegally, and may have been smuggled across the border or entered as stowaways. 2 of the guys had green cards, and a third was a naturalized U.S. citizen. Authorities are now checking over their immigration paperwork to see if it was legit. Well, they're considered fugitives by the United States government, ordered to surrender for deportation, but instead a coalition of religious, immigrant, and labor groups are helping these illegal immigrants, providing them shelter, supporting them, and protecting them from deportation. Why is that? Joining us now from Washington, Daniel Restrepo, who's director of the Americas Project at the Center for American Progress, and in Los Angeles, Donald Schweitzer, who's a California attorney and former Los Angeles police officer. Daniel, what's this all about?
Well, the new sanctuary movement, that lead-in was a little deceptive. Maybe
I thought so too.
They wouldn't be giving sanctuary to individuals who've broken the law. The kinds of folks that we're talking about.
Families of them, right?
They would be only law-abiding families, in the sense, obviously not people who are planning terrorist attacks in the United States or their families.
Well, nobody said that. Come on.
Well, by putting those two together, though, you kind of gave that impression.
That is not true. That's ridiculous. Come on now. The point is here, they seem to just be trying to make a point that we have families too, that our kids haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, we broke your laws to get in here, but now we need to protect these families. This is about politics largely, isn't it? But don't accuse us of putting them with terrorists. That's absurd.
This is largely about sending a message that our immigration system is broken and we need a comprehensive response. Faith communities across the country have been supporting comprehensive immigration reform for a while now, and this is just the latest example of that push to unstick the political process in Washington that's bogged down in political infighting rather than solving the problem that the country faces and the need for comprehensive immigration reform.
All right, Donald, what do you say here?
Okay, first of all, this is not about a system that's broken down. This is a system that's not working because it's not being enforced. The laws are adequate. If the government would spend more time, money, and resources in enforcing our laws, the system would work perfectly.
Wait a minute. The system's been broken forever. The system was broken by design, wasn't it? Didn't we want cheap labor? Isn't it true that the only section of the labor force where the pay has gone down over the past few years instead of up is this section? I mean, isn't it true that we've let them in there to abuse them and to use their help and then acting all high and righteous like we don't want them here?
No, we never asked for 12 million illegal aliens to be flooding our communities.
What you asked
no,
for.
we haven't. No, you know what? We have a system of selecting people and choosing who we want and within the time frame that we want them. There's a method of doing that. This system that we have is, hey, we're here, and what are you going to do about it? You know, try to get rid of us because we know that your laws are not enforced. We know that there's these political organizations that are going to give us safe harbor, and we're just going to flood up your communities. That's not what we want. Yes, we do want people coming across. It's always been about having immigrants come into add to our communities, but not on their terms.
We have allowed illegal immigrants to come into this country illegally for years and years and years. And anybody who sits on the other end of a satellite link and says we didn't do it intentionally is either misinformed or telling a lie. One or the other.
You know what? I agree with you that we have allowed these borders to be lax and we haven't enforced the laws. Now that we're doing it, we're being told that it's wrong. You know, it's not about reforming the laws. It's about actually enforcing the laws that are in the books and going and engaging in these raids and putting up the walls and actually devoting resources and then selecting the people that we want.
But what about these religious groups that are said to be harboring?
Conspiracy.
Go ahead.
It's a conspiracy to keep illegal people or people that are committing crimes in this country. It's a publicity stunt, but more importantly, what they're doing is they're engaging in a conspiracy. And let me say this: there's not enough churches in this country to house the 12 million people. So it's clearly a publicity stunt.
Well, no, because they're too busy working. They're too busy working and cleaning yards and cleaning houses.
They can't work inside the church.
Well, they clean the church, I suppose. I mean, it's not that that's what all of them are doing, but I mean, there's a bottom line truth here. We let them in because we had almost full employment, and now people are griping and moaning because all of a sudden everybody in the community doesn't look like them, and now we want it all fixed. And the politicians want to use them for votes. We know it's true.
So we send a message to the rest of the world that, hey, you know what? just come on in because we're not going to enforce our laws, right?
Yep, that's been our message.
That's what we're saying.
That's been our message since Fluff was a kitten, and she's a full-grown cat. Thank you both. Coming up from Studio B, gas prices on the move, soaring.